whose mission is to educate policymakers about the benefits of blockchain-based technology. So apart from that, yeah, you can even now imagine that these two roles make Robert one of the most knowledgeable persons in Europe about what's happening on the policy stage in relation to regulations and various other legislative acts that affect crypto assets. So it's a real pleasure to have you both here. As I mentioned in the beginning, 2020, I would say, is one of the years that we have regulation as a buzzword going around crypto Twitter, the online space. Basically, everyone is talking about regulation on the background of, I guess, a bear market that we are going through. But bear market not only in the crypto space, but also in the traditional financial sphere, most definitely. What we had is Indian authorities the earlier in the year imposing a very robust kind of extreme taxation regime on their subjects with, I believe, some capital gains tax of more than, I believe, what is it, like 50%, 30%, 30%. Yeah, thank you. And also we had the chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler, announcing that basically all tokens, potentially apart from Bitcoin, are securities. In June, we had in Europe specifically, we had the markets in crypto assets regulation going through the approval, actually finalizing the approval process. And yeah, MiCA, how it's called, or MiCA regulation, is one of those acts that will shape the image of the crypto industry in Europe. I believe at the end of 2023 or beginning of 2024 when it goes into force. And apart from that, we have a number of other legislative proposals. Some of them are being drafted, others are will be drafted in the future that affect the DeFi industry. And finally, something from the last weeks, maybe you have heard about this incident, I would call it, or unprecedented happening. There was a developer behind the Tornado Cash crypto mixer that got arrested in the Netherlands. And that basically kind of fired up a lot of conversations online in crypto Twitter about whether this should happen, because open source code is a form of free speech. The details are still being clarified from the authorities, but it's true that that developer remains in custody as we speak. So if we look at what has happened in the last couple of weeks, we can see that a lot has been happening on the regulatory front, even before actually the Tether collapse, which for me kind of started the bear market, to be honest. From there on, it was kind of downhill. But regulators were interested in crypto assets before that, after that, and I believe they will be very interested in crypto assets in the coming years. And so I guess now is a good time to stop talking and give the word to the panelists to ask them what they think about the current state of affairs in Europe. So what are we witnessing, guys? Is this some event that we can describe as a death by regulation, or is this how the crypto industry goes mainstream through regulations? And I will give the word first to Viara to answer that.
Thank you.